Paul comes down the stairs, and on the very first take, he just improvs and he just completely changes the scene.
Wow.
And he walks off screen, and there was this millisecond of a moment where I could feel the camera just stayed on us, and they didn't say cut like right away. And just in that moment, I was like, there's an opportunity to play here. Like there's just this like little window that he like gave us basically. And I just took it.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to today's episode of Talent Agent Talk, where we are bringing you educational lessons and real-life stories behind the scenes of TV and film. I'm your host and a talent agent, Jason Lockhart, and today our guest is Kellen Boyle.
Hey.
Hey, man.
How's it going? Thanks
Good.
for having me.
It was so fun hanging out with you at Austin's wedding.
It was a blast. It flew by and was so much fun.
It really was. But you know, I'll tell you one of the highlights, aside from celebrating you and Nikki Austin, was like hearing your story about working on Peacemaker, man.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. And Jesse and I talked about it. And we're like, we should celebrate you and hear more of the story and like what you learned. You know?
Thanks so much. Yeah, it was a really incredible experience and really out of left field too.
So like, can you take us back to the beginning? Like, how did you get on that set?
So I got the audition, you know, your traditional way, just like we talked about a little earlier, like an email just comes in, right? And on the subject line, it just said, acting double, you know, and I've been in this business for like 14 years now, and I know about like an understudy, I know a body double, I know a stand-in, you know, I didn't know what an acting double was. And so I wasn't really sure what I was auditioning for. And then I had these sides that I was like, these have to be dummy sides. You know, they were hilarious, but they were just, you know, it had like man 1, man 2 on them, you know? And so I just thought they were really funny. I gave them 2 pretty wild different takes. And then, you know, like everything else, I kind of just put it out of my mind onto the next thing. And then not long after that, get the call that they want me in there, and
no callback, no nothing.
No callback,
booked
nothing.
It off tape.
Booked it off tape.
Amazing.
Yeah. It was wild. And what's funny was, again, then even when I got the offer, I still wasn't exactly sure what the role was. It said for Vigilante 2, and so I was like, Vigilante 2? What are they talking about? I'd seen season 1 of the show. And so I knew who Vigilante was, but I'm like, what do you mean? Does he get like a sidekick now? And I was like, oh, that's really cool. You know, if that's what that is, but I still didn't know at the time.
And your agent didn't tell you anything? Didn't have any?
When I then asked for clarification, they said that they were trying to get clarification from production as well, but that I would be playing Vigilante, which again didn't make sense to me because I was like, I already know that there is a Vigilante, so I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but I was like, I'm game. Yeah, let's rock and roll.
So then what happened when you got to set?
That's where I got the clarity.
Okay.
That's where
patience for the win.
Exactly. I was still there, or like booked as Vigilante 2 technically, and I had read the scene. I mean, I just poured over it again and again and again. I kind of, you know, the Anthony Hopkins thing, read it 100 times. And they were shooting everything out of order. So I actually shot the last episode that I did first. And because I was Vigilante 2, I had prepped all Vigilante 2's lines. And it was when I was in the trailer, I had somebody like knock, and they were like, we just wanted to make sure that you also had Vigilante 1's lines prepared. And I was like,
kidding me.
And I was like, oh, yeah. Luckily, I had gone over it just so many times at that point. I really just needed like a refresher, like, you know, make sure this line here or this line there. I kind of had, you know, in the noggin, and then, yeah, otherwise I was good to go. But it was a really cool experience. And one of my favorite parts, this is a little off of your question, was getting to get fitted for the super suit. That was so cool. I've read comics since I was a little kid, and been a fan throughout. And I never thought I would see this like blow up a superhero movies like how they have over the years. And getting to go in and like get fitted for this super suit and like try it on, and they make like adjustments and measurements to tailor it to me. It was a childhood dream fulfilled.
Yeah. So how many days did you work?
I wound up working 4 days, so two per episode, and it was such an easy cast and crew to like work with. We just breezed through everything. Television moves at a very fast pace, so it was we got through a lot in a short amount of time. It was great.
Well, how was it with working with James Gunn? I mean, did he seem very organized?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. It was the first episode that I worked. It was actually Aletha Jones, who was our director for that episode. I think James was shooting Superman at the time too. He was working on both projects, and she was fantastic and so funny and kept everything like light and easy. And then James, it was cool. I got to actually work on the studio lot in Vigilante's like lair or his hideout. Yeah, I mean, he knows exactly what he wants, and like pretty clear communication on like how he wants it executed. And so from there, it's just delivering and taking those notes when you get them.
Can you give an example of like something that he said? Can you do this? And then how you felt about it and execute it?
Man, it's been over a year now, so I'm like trying to think of like I know I'm trying to think of like a specific thing that he said, but
hey, if you're wanting to improve your auditions, pay attention. First off, thanks so much for being a part of the show, and so I want to give you a gift. Our Improve Your Audition Bootcamp is coming up. It starts on November 17th. It's 5 workshops over the span of 6 days. We're bringing in 4 casting directors and 4 of our Get Seen working actor mentors. This is going to be an incredible week for you to really be able to improve those auditions. I want to tell you exactly how it works. Each and every workshop will be focused on specific ways for you to improve those auditions, giving you audition hacks or specific questions you should ask or answer within the scene. And then we're going to be looking at auditions each night as well. So it's a wonderful format and formula to give you something specific to be able to implement into your process to make your auditions better. It's a great way for you to go from like a good audition to a great audition, or a, pretty darn good audition to a bookable audition. And so this is a really fantastic boot camp that's only $37. It's starting on November 17th. We already have Erica Bream from Bream Doyle Casting, Kimberly Wisted from Fincannon and Associates, Chase Paris from Feldstein Paris confirmed to be guests at this event, along with Tatiana Zappardino from Tulsa King, Judd Lorman from SEAL Team. I mean, the lineup is just absolutely phenomenal. And so I want to give you the gift that if you're listening to this show, I just want to say thank you so much. And if you're a fan of what we do here at Get Seen, you can join us at the boot camp. It's only $37. It starts November 17th. But my gift to you is, if you would like to get this boot camp for free, and you're somebody that already signs up for our different workshops and things, or maybe you want to try one for the first time, if you purchase one of our workshops and then add in the boot camp and use promo code FREEBOOTCAMP, the boot camp will be my gift to you. So again, all you have to do is choose any workshop, and that's something that you would probably already be doing to add to you being an actor and add to your homework and add to you and the relationships that you're building within your actor journey, whether it be getting in front of an agent or a casting director. And when you purchase one of those workshops, add in the boot camp and use the promo code FREEBOOTCAMP, and then I'm going to take care of the boot camp for you, okay? And then you will be our guest. So I hope to see you there. So you have 2 options right now. Choose which one is best for you. $37 for the boot camp, or go sign up for a workshop, get in front of one of these industry pros and really learn from them and know what you need to do to move forward, and then come join us at the boot camp. So it's going to start November 17th. It's that entire week. It's going to be incredible. I cannot wait to see you there. And thanks again for listening and being part of the show, and enjoy.
I remember one of the things we were talking about was like the correct pronunciation of Infernape. The Pokemon, because we were like, people will get on us if we get this wrong.
He's right.
Yeah, I mean, he was right. That was one, and another one was just a lot of it was more like technical stuff, because they really needed, what I did to match what Freddie was going to do, and vice versa. So honestly, a lot of the notes were just very like specific or technical, like put this down, then take the mask off with your right hand, then you know what I mean, that
It's
kind
hard
of stuff.
though, like to do that and be feeling things at the same time. And
Surprisingly, yeah, it's surprisingly so. You would think it's just walking and chewing bubble gum, but it gets more complicated than that.
yeah, with all this pressure and everybody watching you, and James Gunn sitting there at the monitor. You know?
Yeah. It was, though, a testament to him, to the rest of the crew, and definitely to Freddie Stroma. I mean, just made it such a breeze. It was one of the funnest, easiest sets I've been on, and I've been on some fun ones. So all hats off to those guys. They, I'll just,
Cool.
they made it just feel awesome to be there.
Would you say, like, because you've been doing this for like 14 years, is there anything you feel like you learned on this set that you wish you could tell a younger version of yourself?
One of the things I would say is everything's an opportunity. Like every single thing that comes your way is an opportunity. And to remain open to all of those possibilities.
Like acting double.
Mm-hmm. Acting double. And you've been doing this for 14 years. And, I've heard so many actors when they get an audition be like, oh, well, I'm obviously not right for this, or they're obviously not going to pick me for this. Or, oh, I don't know if I want to do this role or that role. And don't get me wrong, there are times where you want to be a little bit more discerning with what you take and accept and whatnot. But I've just found, for me, everything that comes my way winds up leading to something else, or leading to a lesson learned, or a great experience, or an opportunity, down the road with somebody else, or with somebody from that production. I mean, the business is so much about relationships and people getting to see you work. And that would just be a message I would send to myself or to any other younger actor, is just everything has the potential to be a great opportunity. So take it.
Yeah, can you imagine if you wouldn't have done this?
Yeah.
There wouldn't be public footage on social media out there of James Gunn talking about how awesome you are. Which
I know.
does exist. Like,
that melted my brain.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And like, there are actors that say no to stuff all the time because they think they're above it. But
Yeah. And again, I mean, I get it. If you think you're like perfectly right for a show, and maybe it's just a one-line co-star, and
absolutely,
there's definitely times, but this was something where it was like an opportunity to play with somebody who I've been a fan of his work for as long as he's been making movies, to get to be on a show that I thought was hilarious, and like get to be one of my favorite characters in it, like their double, essentially, and act alongside Freddie and Danielle, and I mean, just all these other talented actors. It was really special, and it was just so much fun. And like I said, it was so easy. It's a cliche, but we really just went in there and played.
the show looks like it.
Yeah.
The show it's so fun that it looks like they're having fun.
Yeah.
Well, because you've been doing this for so long, is there any other like great nugget like what we've got you here that you feel like is worth sharing for aspiring actors?
This is a different booking that I had. This was years ago, but I just remember it really being a turning point for me, from not in terms of like my auditions to like booking work or something, but it was a big turning point for me of how I am when I'm on set. Before this moment, I would have, if I'd booked something, I would have gone to set and I would have done my job, which there's a lot to that, right? Like you have to show up and do your job. But I wouldn't say I ever really took too many chances or anything like that, or really, if I saw something in a creative way that was like true to myself, I might not act upon it because I'm just there to facilitate. I'm just there to do my job. And after this moment, I really started to see and trust my instincts more when I was on set. And it was the first time I got to work with Clint Eastwood on Richard Jewell. It was a non-speaking principal role. I literally, the role that I booked, my character just shrugs. That was it. But it was booked as principal. And it was opposite Paul Walter Hauser. And on the very first take, he comes down, and I had known Clint. Sometimes we'll just shoot on rehearsal and be like, we got it, and move on. So I told myself ahead of time, I was like, this is really awesome, but like have no expectations coming in, just show up, do your job. And Paul comes down the stairs, and on the very first take, he just improvs and he just completely changes the scene. Wow. And he walks off screen, and there was this millisecond of a moment where I could feel the camera just stayed on us, and they didn't say cut like right away. And just in that moment, I was like, there's an opportunity to play here. Like there's just this like little window that he like gave us basically. And I just took it. And I remember they yelled cut, and Video Village just started busting up laughing. And Clint gets out of his seat and comes over, and he starts giving me notes on like, do this on the next take and everything. And I was just like, oh man. And they wind up making like this whole little scene out of it. And that was like a moment for me where I was like, you have good instincts. You've been doing this long enough. You're here to do more than just your job. Like you can trust yourself. So that would be something I would definitely want to pass on to other actors. Trust your instincts. And do more than just your job when you're there.
I love that because they're hiring a human.
Yeah.
Like, yes, there's a black and white script, and they need to shoot that script and piece it together so an audience can see it.
Yeah.
But they bring in a human who's going to give it color and give it life and bring your own self and your humanity to it. And if you can elevate and make their script better, then they're getting more than their money's worth.
Hey, I quickly want to say thanks so much for watching Talent Agent Talk. The actors that we bring on, myself, Jason Lockhart, just thank you so much. And thanks for choosing us to be able to help you on your journey. And Talent Agent Talk was the second show we developed here at Get Seen to be able to help you on your journey. And I want to let you know there's a third one on the way. So if you have not subscribed already, make sure to do so. You'll be able to find it on YouTube and then everywhere that you listen to your podcast just audibly. So make sure to follow us at Get Seen Unscripted on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and make sure to subscribe right here on YouTube. Again, thanks so much for watching Talent Agent Talk. And if you're interested in our third show, stay tuned.
Yeah. I mean,
and then you are too. You're getting a larger than life experience by creating something.
Yeah. I mean, especially in the potential age of AI, right? Like, we're more than just a typed in prompt.
So much more.
Yeah.
So much more. I love that, dude.
Thanks, man.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in and doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I got a gift here for you.
Oh, man. Really?
Seen any other episodes?
Yeah, I have. I didn't. Okay.
Don't look in this bag, but
All right.
go ahead and reach in. You win a free car.
I'm going to go with this one.
Oh, man.
Oh, let's go.
Is that a Barbie car?
No, it's a 1956 Corvette.
But that's the one from Barbie.
Oh, it is.
That's pretty
I'll
cool.
take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I love it.
I love the Barbie movie.
Oh, I see the Barbie movie on top there.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at the car the whole time. No, this is great.
Very cool. Oh, I do have one last question for you, actually. Yes. Doing things out of order here. Do you have a dream role?
Ooh. That's tough. I don't know if I specifically have a dream role. There's no single like part or anything like that that I've really wanted to play. I just find I'm the most creatively elevated when I'm playing a character that I don't initially understand. And this is a cliche, but that kind of scares me a bit. The more kind of muddy the character or the approach to playing them is, the more excited I get about it. So I would say the more complicated a role sent my way, or whatever would be the most complicated, that would be my favorite or my dream role.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And it's not as specific. I feel like you'll feel it when it comes to me. Like this could be my dream role.
Yeah. I've already had some amazing opportunities and gotten to work with some amazing people that weren't even on my bucket list because I thought it would be asking too much. So I already feel like it's a bit of a dream as is.
Keep going. Keep asking. Keep asking the universe. I can't wait to see like who else you work with.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you. Same.
So happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you to our audience for tuning in. Thank you to Jesse Malinowski and Get Seen for producing our show. And if you would like to be a guest on our show because you have your own cool booking story with a lesson, pitch it right to us. It's talentagenttalk@gmail.com. Again, that's talentagenttalk@gmail.com. Kellen, thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
Bye, everyone.